Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Vet07, and today we're going to be trying to find out the best build. So I'm going to be going with a hybrid build, and we're also going to be fighting a sea beast at the end of this video with the build we come up with. So I'm going to have to find the best melee, the best sword, and best fruit, which shouldn't be too hard because I have a general good knowledge of this game. So I have an idea of builds. The build we come up with might actually surprise you because there's a sword that is very, very, very good that not a lot of people have that was in the last battle pass. So I think it actually might be in the build. Obviously, I'm going to put it against Acro Spear, which is the current best sword in the game for raids, and then I'll also be trying against Phoenix Blade, which is the second best. So for a Sea Beast, I think this sword actually might be better. So first we're going with the sword. I wanted to go for the sword first, just because I thought it was the most interesting. Also, keep in mind throughout the video is that AoE, or however hard it is to hit, or for example gravity on a smaller target, how it's hard to hit all the meteors. This won't matter because this is a test on a Sea Beast because he has a lot of HP. I would obviously test on a Hydra if I could because he has even more, but I don't have a Hydra. So Phoenix Blade is very, very good, doing 73,000 damage full combo consistently. Acro Spear is another top dog, as the cool kids say. Never say that again, don't worry. So it has very, very good cooldowns and also heals me. So I might have to run this just because of the survivability. But other than that, I actually think that this isn't... I think this is going to be second place because Acro Spear has just such good cooldowns. And it also heals me. So this might be a sword that is going to, might be on the build. But this is the sword that I think a lot of people not really expected. Norshur. Norshur is a sword that you got in the last battle pass. It's pretty rare to see nowadays. But I think this actually might be one of the best swords in the game for Sea Beast, if not the best. So let me just show you really quick. So I have to use a stun. The Sea Beast doesn't get moved around. But if I do this is just first try. First try, 46,000 damage. And if we were doing this on the Sea Beast, it'd consistently be hitting 50,000, if not more. And if also I have Tempest Stone on it, so if we get lucky, obviously it can hit more than 50k. But this sword is very, very solid. Also, another really, really good sword that might make it onto the build is Authentic Mace. So if we run over here to a dinosaur really quick, let's go see what we can hit on just a dinosaur. Obviously, we don't have a Sea Beast to go test on. But Electrical Bolt, I believe, is the move that just does so much damage on a really good cooldown. It's like Norshur, so I'm going to have to make a decision. See, 60,000, but it has a longer cooldown. The first ability isn't as great. Or it's a little better than Norshur's, I'd say. It's going to be a very hard choice to make because Authentic Mace goes crazy right now. In Update 6, Authentic Mace has got to be one of the best swords out there right now for Sea Beast. This sword got stronger somehow, maybe because I didn't have a Tempest Stone on it, but it just feels so strong. Like, I'm hitting 60k consistently. So full combo, I'd be hitting 70,000 damage. So it's between this and Norshur. If I had to count the cooldowns, let's use both really quick. The first ability has a really, really good cooldown for 10,000, 11,000 damage. Alright, I've made my decision. So after analyzing the cooldowns and the damage, Authentic Mace is, I'm pretty sure, the current best sword in the game for DPS. So this is what we're going to be using for Hydras. Of course, we have it upgraded with a stone, so this is the best stone for it. So now let's figure out our melee. Alright, so here we are at Dressrosa. As you can see, I have Unawakened Dragonclaw, so we're going to go ahead and get V2. V2 is super strong. So if you guys don't know, we'll go ahead and try it on a dinosaur really quick. But this fruit on a Sea Beast is crazy. So I actually did a test on it when it first came out. And it did around, I think, 87,000 damage if I remember correctly. But it had really good cooldowns, apart from the last one. So let's go ahead and see what it could do now, because I haven't tested it in a while. Dinosaur is glitched. But here's the thing if we go with the hybrid build. I was thinking, we can go with the hybrid build, but our HP would be quite low. So depending on the survivability, I might have to change it to crab armor and lose the Dofi glasses for our fruit, but we'll see. Alright, so here's let's go ahead and make him turn into a dinosaur really quick. As you can just see, it did 4,000, but it can hit up to 3 times on a bigger target, which we'll consistently be doing on a Sea Beast. So let's go ahead and get the three hits. Alright, we did it. It made us miss right there, but oh well. So 40,000 damage, by the way. And look at my stats. 40,000 with only 1,500 melee. Dragon Claw is super strong. Even at this moment in time, with only 1,500, 40,000 damage is super good. I think we should take some stats out of our HP and go ahead and move it to melee. because we need health. We need to be able to survive a few hits because we're going to be able to DPS the sea beast very, very fast. But if he roars 2-3 times, we might die. So that's why I'm a little worried about the roar. But I think we're going to pick a good fruit to combo with this all. I think that we got to go with gravity. So gravity, you could land every single meteor, which is super good. And also, the reason why I want gravity is because it has longer cooldowns, so it actually gives me a chance to use everything else. So, for example, when I'm waiting on those cooldowns, I have Authentic Mace, and then I have all my Dragon Claw abilities, and at the same time, my Gravity Fruit will be, like, instant. So I use all the moves on the Gravity Fruit instantly, so we're not sitting there holding moves like this. So we can basically get all our Gravity moves off, all of our Authentic Mace moves off really quick, and then we can go to Dragon Claw, and then we can rotate back to gravity. So I think this will give us our maximum DPS. Now all we have to do is figure out our stats. All right, so I just bought a bunch of stat refunds. Let me figure out a stat build really quick. Right. All right, so here we are building our fruit. I think that our fruit and sword should be max, but I think that we should move it across to melee as well a little bit. So we had 1500 melee. I feel like 2500 would be very solid, but we have to go for our HP first. So I had 3500 HP, I believe. I can't remember, 3500 points in the HP. We need a little bit of HP, so I want to go 2500 first, and let's see what that will put us out in our health. So 25,000 with no crab armor. I think that we should be okay. I'm gonna go for just a tiny bit more. So I'm going to go for 500 more in there. So about 30,000 HP should be perfect for us. I think that's about what we should be sitting at. So let's go ahead and put some in our fruit now. I think that we should go 3,000 in all of our stats, and then we'll divide the rest. So that's not 3,000. That's 300. Oopsie. So we're going to go 2,700. Okay. So let's see what this puts us at. So we have 1,200 left over. 3,000 in all stats, so we have 1,200 left over. I think that I want to put 500 definitely in our fruit and in our sword. So this gives us, I think that we should definitely get more on our fruit, actually. All right, so here's the build. 3,000 in melee because it's really, really good with our fruit. 3,500 in sword because the sword has really good DPS off those two moves. Fruit because you can use the moves really fast. Means you're not sitting there holding a move like Sticky Assault on Dough. It basically allows us to use all of our abilities quite fast, and we should always have abilities up, especially because we're running like 15 cooldowns basically. So we'll always have something up, which means a really good DPS. Our accessory is also going to be Dragon Necklace because it gives damage reduction, and it also gives damage to our fruit, which is 20% damage reduction and 20% to the fruit. So let's try it on the Sea Beast. All right, here we are at the Sea Beast. They made this fly last longer, which is nice, but it's a lot slower. So let's go ahead and test our damage out. So we have all of our dodges, everything, 1.5 million. Let's see how fast we can mount this. So there go most of our dodges already, which is fine. Let's go ahead and back up. I do not want to take this. I can dodge that, unfortunate. So look at that burst damage. So about 250k. He's messing me up. Oh no. So after fighting a sea beast for a second, I figured out that crab armor is actually needed. The build is still going to stay the same because I feel like it's still okay. I think 45,000 HP can get the job done. He was bullying me with the one move with like, he just shoots like a bunch of bubbles out and instantly melted my dodges. And then he killed me for free because I had 30,000 HP and he dropped me into the water. Because since I have no movement except for my fly on gravity, he could just basically bully me. So we're going to definitely need that crab armor. So rip to 20%. I did one combo on him, by the way. So one combo with gravity, authentic mace, and dragon claw. And it was a lot of damage. So once we come back, you will see his health a little bit gone. But other than that, let's go ahead and see what we could do to him now. All right, here we are approaching his island. You're going to see his health gone a little bit. I did one full combo on him. Maybe a little more than a full combo. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, now we're going to use this to fly away, rip our dodges. So that was full combo, by the way. So I need to get closer to the island so I could not fall into the water. Alright, all our cooldowns back on gravity. Alright, he's using his trash moves right now. Look at his HP already. Oh, he's running away. Throwing my game. Look at him. Yo, we are melting him. Imagine if multiple people had this. Alright, buddy. Let's get above him again. Obviously, this isn't the speedrun. We're just trying to find out the highest DPS, which I think we did. He's dying very fast. Look at him running again. Always running. Oh, yeah. Dude, as soon as I switch my grab armor, bro just doesn't even attack me. Yeah, that move right there. He bullied me with that move. Let's go ahead and hold this since we can. That's good. That's going to hurt if it hits us. Let's go ahead and dodge that. Use our fruit. And already dead. Dragon Claw is going to finish him off. Yeah, okay. So that was the highest DPS I could possibly find. Obviously, there might be a little better. Maybe even Magma might be a little better. I know it could be faster, especially if there wasn't a bug. So if I'm on controller, so if I click this, I just stand there and hold it. So it's not as efficient. But I will say, this build kind of went crazy. I sold that Sea Beast in about maybe 5 cooldown rotations. Obviously, when I went there, he was already down, you know, a few 100k because I hit him before and I died. I needed that crab armor because the way he was just obliterating me with like the one where he just shoots like 10 bubbles at you or whatever. Like, it was just obliterating me. 30,000 HP wasn't enough. And then now I put crab armor on with the DR and the extra HP. He got soloed. So obviously, if there was other people here with me, I could have even put on Dofi glasses because all the DPS would be, the DPS that he does would be spread across the people, unless he just singled me out. But basically, I think we did it. I think this is the strongest build in the game. Feel free to use it. I really wouldn't, though. I mean, just max out your fruit and your sword, and then your HP. I just wanted to see with Dragon Claw in the mix, so it wouldn't be no basic video, because Dragon Claw has a super high DPS, especially with the hybrid build. This is only good for CB, so don't try to take this into raid or anything. If you guys would like to see a build for smaller targets, like Doflamingo, then let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.